ain't got shit in life and says, I still gotta fucking get after it today, man. That's what it's about. So that's when you move from motivation to driven to obsessed. And I want people to realize once you get to this person over here, the driven, obsessed part, you're unstoppable.
This commitment that you have to authenticity is one of the reasons why people are connected to what your message is. That's one of the reasons why what you're saying, you don't want to grow it too fast. You don't want it to be bullshit. You're terrified of that thing. Just like we were talking about with weak people. You're terrified of seeing that weakness in yourself.
Right.
You know, we all see that. We've all seen.
I do, because the only things that are going to move you towards your goals are things that are both true and optimistic. If it's not true, then you won't make progress, because the definition of true is the thing that allows you to better predict the future. And so that kind of thing can be very, very powerful, but you have to understand how you can get in your own head. You can be leading yourself down a destructive path. You need to pattern interrupt that. She said it, and because I have that rule in my life that I only do and believe that which moves me towards my goal, what she was pointing out is by believing that you're not intelligent enough to accomplish your goals, you're not moving towards your goal.
My prospects to engage and want to open up to me. That melted away sales resistance in the first 30 seconds. And at that point, almost overnight, selling became very, very easy and very, very profitable. And why do I tell you that? Because I want you to imagine, when I started, I was dead last. There was like 400 or 500 reps in that company. I was like 499. Like, the secretary could outsell me. I was horrible, okay? I was about to quit. I started learning skills. Within 4 months, I went from last to first. Within another year, I became the #1 salesperson in the entire industry of like 30,000 salespeople selling that type of product service.
Being right. And so instead, if I switch it to I'm going to build my self-esteem around identifying the right answer, now all of a sudden you actually can have a growth mindset. You can be focused on getting better and improving and just learning, because when you realize that you've made a mistake, it's actually exhilarating, because you're like, whoa, I can run the physics of progress. I can get better at this thing and make this incremental improvement. And so that was life-changing for me. Of course, it wasn't like, oh, line in the sand, my life was bad, now my life is good. But it was line in the sand, I'm not making progress, now I'm making progress. That day really did, and I remember the whole debate that I had with myself. That day was like, oh, this is like the first day of the rest of my life. I'm no longer going to value myself for being good, smart, right, worthy. I'm going to value myself entirely for being willing to stare nakedly at my inadequacies.
You see, in public, your calmness under fire communicates more strength than your words ever could. So don't flinch, don't sigh, don't roll your eyes. Just wait, just watch. And if you must respond, do it once, calmly, with no emotion. And then pivot the conversation. That's how you maintain authority, not by dominance, but by collective composure. How to control you. Now, why is that critical for you? Think about it. I mean, you already know this. If they know all that triggers you, they can pull those strings anytime they want. You see, real strength isn't being emotionless. It's mastering the timing. Feel deeply in private, but in public, you're composed, which makes...
I appreciate self-discipline.
Yes.
I never had, and the crazy thing about what, you say that, I didn't have a motherfucker come wake me up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and say, hey, you get your shit in. I had no trainer. I didn't have a nutritionist. It was the self-discipline that I had to survive, to not survive, I was weak, to thrive. No one said, hey man, you're 297 pounds, man. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help, hey man, you're not smart. I'm gonna help you out. I had to work at all this shit. I had to overcome, and it self-discipline is everything. And if you don't have it, I don't look at you right, because I know you're capable of more. It's not discipline so much for me. It's all on you. It's all on you. The self part is what's big. We need someone to hold people accountable. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. We count on people too much.
One of the things that I learned from this man's work that most people completely miss, power doesn't come from aggression. Power comes from respect. That leads to people viewing you as higher status, which keeps you in control.
I think that a lot of people are listening to this thinking, cool, I want to achieve my dream. Maybe it's not happening as fast as I wanted to. I'm in an emotional spiral. How do you go from emotion to logic, where now it feels like there's a pathway out here?
Don't try to get out of emotion. Stay in it. Live with it. I love it. Just recognize that you're having a biological experience. Nature has hardwired your brain in a certain way, and not all of those emotions are useful. The problem is people think if they feel it, then they need to embody it and they need to act it out.
Raise your hand if you want to triple whatever number you're at right now. Raise your hand if you want to triple your sales, triple your income. Now, keep your hand raised if you're a full-time agent. If you're not a full-time agent, put your hand up. If you're full-time, keep your hand raised. Keep your hand raised. For everybody that has their hand raised, keep your hand raised if you can triple the hours you're working right now. Oh, what? Oh, okay, so you're telling me that it's not really tripling your hours that could triple your income, because you already work 8 hours a day. What, are you gonna work 24 hours a day? If you wanna triple your sales, what do you have to do? You have to learn more advanced skills. Because what you're saying right now on the phones and what you're asking you has gotten you to where? The income you're at now.
So I would sit in my couch saying, who at 297, who can't fucking swim that great, who's scared of the fucking water, would have the fucking balls? Who had the balls to fucking man up, quit a job, and go and just put everything on himself? So it's how I started talking to myself and putting myself in a whole different category, and that would fuel me the next day, and I just kept using that as fuel and fuel. No one would do this shit. No one would do this shit. You're the baddest motherfucker around. You're the baddest motherfucker ever lived. And I just kept fueling me with the right kind of message that I needed to hear that I was never telling myself. And through time, it became reality to myself.